We often think of forests as predictable places. Leaves that catch the sunlight, roots string from the soils, and branches grow outward in perfect, orderly pattern. But if you look closely enough into the treetops, you will find that nature sometimes breaks its own rules. Next time you take a walk through the woods, look up into the highest branches. Scattered throughout the canopy, you might notice something that looks like an old, abandoned bird's nest. It is a dense, messy ball of tangled twigs wedged tightly into the tree. Your first instinct is to think a bird built it to protect its egg. But look a little closer and you will find that no animal ever touched it. This strange structure is entirely grown by the tree itself. It is a botanical mystery known as witch's broom. So how does a tree end up growing a broom? It's all comes down to a glitch in its biology. Normally a tree branches grow outward in an organized, beautiful pattern, but sometimes that regular growth gets completely disrupted. Instead of a long straight branch, dozens or even hundreds of tiny shoots suddenly sprout out from a single point all at once. They crowd together, creating a thick, bushy clump that looks like the bristles of an old broom. So what causes this suddenly cellular chaos? The culprits are usually tiny, invisible invaders. Fungi are the most common troublemakers. They infect the wood and literally hijack the tree's growth hormones. For example, a specific fungus called Taphrina betulina loves to target birch trees, creating massive, spectacular brooms. But it is not just fungi. Viruses, bacteria, tiny mites, and even parasitic plants like dwarf, mistletoe can mess up with the tree's internal coding. Sometimes it is just a simple, random genetic mutation. Even though these massive wooden knots look scary and dramatic, they are not always a death sentence for the tree. Many witches' brooms stay small and completely harmless for the decades. However, when they are caused by aggressive parasites, they can start draining the tree's energy, weakening branches, and stunting its overall growth. But humans have actually found a brilliant use for these bizarre growth. Plant experts called horticulturists often take cutting from these ultra-dense clusters because the wood has been programmed to grow short and thick. These cuttings can be used to breed beautiful miniature dwarf trees. Those small decorative evergreens you see in the backyard gardens, many of them actually started their ancestry as a glitch high up in a wild forest canopy. So the next time you spot a dark, tangled mess high up in the green branches, do not just assume it is a home for the chicks or eggs. Take a moment to appreciate what you are actually looking at. It is not a nest at all. It is one of the nature's most fascinating living accidents. It is a reminder that even in the quietest forest, nature is full of secrets, surprises, and brilliant accidents. You just have to remember to look up.